Hi there, I'm so happy you are here. I've got a really special program today for you. And first, I'm going to ask you some of these questions. Are you a crafter? I think you probably are if you're listening to this. Or maybe just a creative business type. Maybe not just a creative business type. But I'm going to ask you, are you one of those creative business types, like an artist, artisan, and crafter, that's been setting goals or using goals and maybe even using the law of attraction, but not getting the results you want? Or are you new, brand new to law of attraction, and you wonder what in the heck it is, and you're curious, why you keep attracting negative things, like negative advice or negative customers or people who don't want to pay for your art, and you're thinking, what's going on? What's up with that? So this might be your mantra right now. What's going on? What's up with that? Well, you just stay tuned here as Sandra Longmore, and my special co-host here and guest is Tony Winters, and we're going to explain to you why it is that you're not getting the things you do want to attract to your business. And more importantly, why you're attracting things that you don't want in your life, because we know that you are. So I am Sandra Longmore, and I am an energy master practicing my craft of mastering energy, which means I flow with the highest vibration of the universe, or as I like to call it, vibrazione. That's Italian for vibration. I am a certified law of attraction trainer, a certified life coach, and a certified energy master for advanced coaching, published author, speaker, and teacher of art. In fact, I'm in my art room right now with Tony. And you know what? Most of all, I love what I do. And Tony, I'm going to introduce you right now. Tell our audience what you do and what your name is and where you're from.
Hi, I'm Tony Winters. I'm from Vancouver, Washington, and I've been painting for about 45 years and discovered watercolors here about 4 years ago, and I just love my watercolors. Just to show you a few of what I do here. Oop, there we go. I'm in the process of mastering my miniatures, and they always match what I'm feeling, and I don't look for subject matter, it just seems to come. So that, for me, is part of law of attraction. Don't fight it.
Yeah, glide with it. And her little miniatures are so nice. They fit on the refrigerator, and I've had one here on my desk for a few years now, and I just love it. It has such good energy. So today's show, and the purpose of today's show, is what you need to do to stop attracting things that aren't working for you. Like maybe being you're a crafter and you're looking for shows, and you want to know the right shows to sign up for. You want to attract the right people to come in and buy your art, and basically also the right life situations. And so you want to say, well, why isn't things working as well as I want? And there's like frustration. Well, guess what? It is all the law of attraction. So tuned in to today while Tony and I are going to teach you what you need to know to find out why you are attracting negative things. And more important, how to reset this button. I call this the vibration reset button. And you want to know how to reset this, because say if you're not getting what you want to figure out how to get what you want by just push that button. It works every time. So I am so excited to deliver this program with Tony here today. And you know, between the two of us, we do have a lot of expertise. Tony's been using law of attraction, and I have been using law of attraction around my business. And more importantly, I have been using all the principles of law of attraction because I love to practice it, and because when I do, it brings me really, really good things. Now, I wanted to share with you how law of attraction works with others. I'm going to help you learn great tools and tips So you get out a piece of paper. You probably, if you're an artist, you probably already have one out, because most artists go around with paper and a sketch pad. So get out your best, most colorful pens and listen and take notes. And you may even want to listen to this material over again, because it is recorded. In fact, you may be listening to it on YouTube right now. And why do you want to do that? Because this material is so rich in content. And you know how your brain works. You get more out of anything if you listen to it more and more and more. You know, Tony and I kind of have a reputation around the office here that in the art school. That's where both of us hang out quite a bit. And people say, how do you stay so positive when negative things happen to you? And by the way, you always seem to look younger all the time. Well, you see, Tony and I are our current age, but the difference is we live like artists who know the law of attraction. And artists who know the law of attraction just kind of appear as ageless. And more important, we know how to laugh and laugh a lot. And we just automatically look and feel energetic and ageless. And we've got this really funny thing going here. We match our colors. Can you believe that? I have a turquoise top on and a kind of a seafoam over piece, and Tony has the same thing on. We do not plan this. When we come together and we do these shows, we do not plan this. She just shows up and we have similar colors. Isn't that something? Now tell me, if you hear these words, see inherent beauty in everything, laugh a lot, practice 24/7, the best vitamin ever, isn't it? So, if I were in your shoes and I heard this, sees beauty, happy, laughs a lot, looks and feels energetic and ageless and loves life, wouldn't you want that vitamin big time? I know you would. So that's what you're going to get from this show, the vitamin, the law of attraction vitamin, and it's going to make you feel so good. So tell me, Tony, when did you first hear about law of attraction?
I actually first heard about it when you started doing your training, and everything you were saying is what I try to practice in my own life, is positive thinking, do good deeds, help people out. Anything you do with love and positive energy will come back to you. And I think we've all found that out. I was trying to sell some cars. I imagined my driveway empty. The next day, a man came and bought all 4 vehicles.
Awesome.
So tell me it doesn't work.
And she's getting better and better at it all the time. And we have the, you know, because we hang out here at the art show, we're in the vicinity together to talk about law of attraction, and it's actually a lot of people are talking about it at the art school now. So being in the vicinity of like-minded people is so important to your practice and to your life too. Now, I remember when I first heard about law of attraction, it was about 10 or 20 years ago, and everybody thought it was kind of woo-woo, you know, new age, and I remember just really hiding what I knew. I was working, well, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know where I was 20 years ago. But anyway, you didn't come out and just talk about it. And now it's so different. It's so totally different, because even corporations are asking for this training. Businesses are asking for this training because they see law of attraction works and they see the results. It literally changes the stress in the workplace, and everyone gets more stuff done, and the atmosphere shifts from negative to positive. And you know what? The word law of attraction is fairly new to a lot of people, but the experience of it isn't. The law of attraction really always has been, always is. It's a universal energy, and I know you know that because you've heard the words like synchronicity, coincidence, meant to be, out of the blue, karma, parking angel, all that kind of stuff. Well, that is all evidence of law of attraction. So say like Tony's story about the cars, was that coincidence, or, was that there because of her? It was because of law of attraction. Law of attraction is the energy, the vibration that flows and blows through everything in this time-based reality, and that's what causes us to do things or attract things magnetically. We live in this time of expansion and leading edge, and it's just become mainstream, the idea of law of attraction. People don't all understand it. People don't all practice it. They think that it's like they put it on a person, or a thing like parking angel. But really, that's a symbol, but what's working is the laws of law of attraction. They're very simple. You can practice them and you can learn them. So get your pencil ready. You're going to want to hear this. It's the definition about law of attraction. Now remember, you're already experiencing it. If you have said words like coincidence, amazing, that's what my granddaughter goes, amazing, or serendipitous, at that very moment you could have said that is so law of attraction. So Tony and I are going to teach you how to apply the law of attraction into your artist business and experience. And why do you want to do that? So you can reach people, contacts, information, ideas, and amazing opportunities. And that's how it's done. Now, you're looking here at two examples. That's Tony and me. We live and grow our business through harnessing the law of attraction. That's how we do it, isn't it, Tony?
Absolutely.
Yes. It's not a big secret. We are going to teach you how to make things come to you easily through law of attraction. And the first step is how to stop attracting negative things. Now, doesn't that make sense? To step up and say, stop. Stop attracting negative things today. Then, next is a 3-step formula. That's the how. How do I attract what I want in my life? And then I have a special 4-part program that I'm going to talk to you about later. And here's my promise to you today. Do you agree? Tony, do you agree that they are going to leave this hangout with a better knowing of what is the law of attraction?
Absolutely. They're going to find out they already use it, identify it, and use it even more.
Awesome. And then they're going to learn why they are attracting negative things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then they're going to learn the 3 words to stop using as of today. What do you think of that, Tony?
No, don't. Can't.
Those are the words, and you're going to hear more about those later. So Tony does her law of attraction homework, doesn't she? So now I'm going to give you a definition of law of attraction, and you probably are going to want to write this down. It states, law of attraction states, I attract to my life and business whatever I give energy, focus, and attention to. So the 3 words here are energy, focus. Now I said desire here, but attention's the same thing. Now, it's interesting that there isn't any separation here. Law of attraction doesn't divide itself up at all. It's like it doesn't have a checkoff list. It's a stream of energy. It's poetic and it's multi-layered, and it's what makes you just laugh once you get the hang of it, because it's so funny what you attract to yourself and the way it comes. And so law of attraction brings you whatever your focus and energy and desire or attention is on. And you're the one here pulling the strings and making it come or making it not come. You are accountable. I'm going to say that again. You are the one that is accountable. You are responsible for what you're attracting and living right this moment. Now, this may be a new mindset for some of you, I know. And Tony is going to help me get this important point across. Whenever you want, you need to give up these 3 things. Tony, why don't you repeat those?
Energy, focus, and desire.
And that's it. So tell me, when I'm giving it attention, am I giving it energy?
Absolutely.
When I'm giving it energy, am I giving it focus?
Yes, you are.
Yes, it's like a personal accountability system. So it's not three things, it's really one. So what brings us to the way law of attraction works, and that is with all about one word, one four-letter word, and that's the word. So that is vibe. So I'm going to help you learn about vibes. You may think you know what a vibe is, but after today you're going to learn more. The reason you need that is so that you stop attracting things you don't want to. First, the law of attraction says that whatever I give my attention, focus, and energy to, I get more of. Oh, man, I love that. You mean that's all I have to do and everything's just going to be Jim Dandy? I'm going to have a wonderful, wonderful life? Hold on there, Sandra. There's another part to that. There's a hook, and it's this. Whatever I give my attention focus to, whether negative or positive. Oh, do you mean that I can draw to myself negative things? Doesn't law of attraction know I just want positive things? No, it doesn't. Do you mean that the universal energy doesn't know that? That I only want positive things? No, it doesn't. It doesn't have a brain. It's an energy, a stream of energy. It's like gravity. Do you say, gravity, bring me positive things? I only want to stay up. I only want to be able to stay upright when I'm in an airplane and jump out and I don't have a parachute. I want to have a positive landing. Come on. You don't say those kind of things. Gravity and law of attraction doesn't have a brain. It just decides that's what it is. So let me think what else is like that. And I just told you about gravity. It's the same thing as gravity. And I have a great quote to share with you that's going to show you about gravity and law of attraction. And this quote is by J.B. Smoove. And it says, you know how you put peanut butter on a piece of bread and the bread falls, and it never falls on the bread side down. It always falls with the peanut butter side down. Well, that is because of gravity. Now, this could have gone one step further, and that is it takes in both gravity and law of attraction. Gravity because it falls to the earth. That's gravity. And law of attraction because you get what you think about. And so if you're thinking about it always falling with the peanut butter side down, it's going to do that over and over again. So law of attraction has a very, very simple job description, and we're going to learn this simple concept in a minute. But first, I'm going to share with you a shorter definition of law of attraction by sharing with you how law of attraction works. First of all, the law of attraction does work through words like vibe. And the word vibe comes from a longer word called vibration. And you can use those words in different ways. So now we have an idea about the word vibe and how it comes from a longer word, vibration. Now you know that vibe and vibration is the same. I bet you're going to use it all the time, just like Tony and I do. But to others who are just starting out to use the word, you're just simply describing a vibration. A vibe is a word used to describe a mood or a feeling. You might want to write that down. A vibe is a word used to describe a mood or a feeling. So law of attraction could be called the law of vibration. And Tony just told us that story about her cars, and how she had the right vibe for the right buyer, and she knew the the buyer came with the right vibe, and it was a deal. It was not only one car, but all four. Talk about a good vibe. Well, let's look at it another way. So we're going to look at it with the meter reader. So this is a meter reader. So suppose you have a feeling, a mood or a feeling down here in this part of the meter reader. So Tony, what kind of a feeling would that be if you were here on empty?
Oh, I think it would be despondent and sad, just feeling like life is against you. Just can't motivate.
Yeah, definitely. It's like when you say, "Hey, how are you today?" and people go, "Oh, just getting by."
Okay.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. You can even tell in the way their voice is and everything. And then what kind of a vibe would it be when you're full? When your vibe is full, what would it be?
Sheer joy. Just
Yeah,
sheer joy.
sheer joy, smiling, laughing, and just things just get really funny. Even the just getting by gets to be funny. So, So those are vibes and feelings. And now we kind of know a little bit about what the negative ones are, and I'm sure you know what they are, and the positive ones are. And the trick is to learn how to feel the shift from one to the other. It's not that the negative ones are bad, or but they're not going to get you to where you want to go. They're a guidance system, but you want to only observe them briefly. And we're going to talk a lot more about that in the 4-part series. Now, if we went into, say, the 20th century here, and I had an external meter reader, and okay, this is going to be my meter reader. It's a rubber band. I usually use my iPhone that has an app on it for that. But just say I just have this rubber band. In fact, I saw this as kind of a way. I saw this on Doc Martin, how this is like a psychological way of shifting your energy. Boop, like that when you're thinking bad thoughts. So you could use an external meter reader like I just showed you, like this one, or you could use your internal one. And that's what we're going to get you up to speed with would be the internal meter reader. So that, say, if you were walking into a bank and you wanted to get some money and you looked around at all the bankers and you went, now which one of these want to give me money? And just by the way your vibe shifts as you look at the different bankers will tell you which one you should go to. What about if you are looking at a catalog of shows, of craft shows to sign up with, and you're not quite sure which one is? And if you just can figure out the vibe, that will tell you which one is good for you. So, feelings are challenging. I know ones that are like when in the pit of your stomach when you just feel really, really like, oh, that is a stinky vibe. Or your pulse starts racing like crazy because you feel that vibe that doesn't feel very good. Well, the good news is that you can practice those ones that don't feel very good, like when you feel it in your heart and your stomach and your pulse. You can shift them to better feeling thoughts. And the reason you want to do that is because that's the big deal, is because you want to learn how to do that, because then the universal energy is going to change your world. It's going to rock your world. You're going to sell what you need to, sell your cars. You're going to be able to have more things that you want in your life. You're going to be able to sell your crafts. You're going to be able to find the right shows, and you're going to be able to put out the right images for the right people. So just imagine your world like that. Imagine different thoughts right this very moment. Imagine new possibilities opening up because you have learned how to shift your thoughts and emotions. You're very successful at this, and that is called harnessing the law of attraction. And I can't find my vibe on that one. Here it is. It's over here. So this is like, harnessing the law of attraction. Here's this magnificent mammal, the dolphin, and the man on top has harnessed the law of attraction. Well, it's like that. You're just gliding with what you need to know. So I'm going to say that again. You do create your own reality by your feelings and your vibes, and the method or the creating power comes from the universal law, the law of attraction. And the good news is you can have fun and learn how to harness this energy. That reminds me of something like the movie Avatar. I love that movie. So in Avatar, there was a part where Jake, the main character, needs to gets acquainted to a dragon, and he needs to match his vibration with the vibration of the dragon so that he can ride the dragon and have all this freedom and this of discovery and empowerment and fun, and he wants to do it, but my gosh, this dragon is just huffing and puffing and clawing, and he's feeling something kind of not too courageous. But somehow he learns how to align with the dragon. He learns how to go to his center, and he becomes close to the dragon enough so that he can hop on, and it's still not a great ride because that dragon is just trying to get rid of him. But he learns how to harness the dragon, and together they have freedom and ease and discovery and empowerment and fun. Have you ever ridden on the dolphins? Well, I got to do that, and I got kissed by one. It was so much fun. So I speak from experience about that freedom and fun and ease, and I think that was one of my highest vibes, and that's the vibe I use when I want to think of good vibes to raise my energy. I do think about riding on those dolphins. So you might be saying, okay, sounds very good, Sandra, but just prove this thing to me. Prove how it works. I don't think it works. Well, guess what? I can't prove it. Same with gravity, which is another universal law. Can't put either of them, gravity or law of attraction, in a jar and say, here it is. One's red, one's green. Nope, can't prove it. But you can. You can get on an airplane and you can jump out of the airplane without a parachute and discover how gravity works. Or a simple way would be just to throw something in the air and see how gravity works. It falls. Whatever goes up comes down. Now, my job is not to prove that the universal law of attraction and gravity works. I am here to teach you how to apply it deliberately, and it's your job to prove it to yourself. And how are you going to prove it? You're going to prove it to yourself by the results you're getting. And guess what? When you're driving home today, when you stop and get that coffee, or when you do anything today, you're going to start noticing things happening. You might say, this is such a coincidence. This is pretty cool. This is serendipity. And now I'm proving it to myself that law of attraction is working in my life all the time. It's the energy, the motor, that keeps all your cells and everything going. So to recap today, Tony, when do you have a mood or a feeling? Is it right now?
It's ever going. Our brains never stop. So our moods and our energy are whatever we're thinking at the time. Whatever you project.
Yeah, you're so right. You can't have one. And it could be positive or it could be negative. And you need to know. You need to know what's in the room right now. And you guessed it. It's law of attraction. It's flowing through Tony, flowing through me, and flowing through you. And so what is the job of law of attraction? The job of law of attraction is simply one thing. Put that up. Here's the job of law of attraction, and say it when you see it, Tony, is?
Match the vibration. Vibrazioni.
Yeah, didn't she say that great? So all jobs have a job description, don't they, Tony? All jobs do.
Oh, absolutely. We wouldn't know how to function if we didn't know what we were supposed to be doing. You have to have a definition, or you can't fulfill your job.
So true, right? You know, a friend of mine who works for the government, used to work for the government, he doesn't anymore, he teaches law of attraction full time, but his job description was 17 pages long. And job description for law of attraction is only one thing, and say it when you see it.
Yep, just matching our energy.
Yes, that's so true. So, and where is the rest of the job description? You know, like I'm thinking about my friend with that 17-page long job description. Maybe I should add some stuff to it. Let's see if we can add some stuff to law of attraction to make it more complicated so it sounds better. It always sounds better when you use big words. So can I do that successfully, Tony? Add a bunch of stuff to law of attraction?
I think you're just going to clutter it. Simple is better. Just
Simple
copy
is
it.
better. Yes. It's just 2 words. Just 2 words. Match
Yeah.
vibration. Well, here comes a word or a feeling. Okay. So we're going to play a little law of attraction game. Here comes another word or a feeling. What do I do with this word or a feeling? Say I'm scowling, and what's that word or a feeling? What is it doing? Matching
Dragging.
vibration. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you care, law of attraction? Don't you care how I'm feeling? What's law of attraction doing?
Just matching whatever you put out.
Law of attraction, don't you know what's good for me? It's just matching the vibration. The universe is so great. And with all due respect, I think you do give too much power to the universe and too much credit. The universe is great about unfolding our vibration and how to get up to speed with the vibration. Then it brings you what you want out of life. It's the perfect match. So you got to do the work. You got to do the work to match the vibration, because the law of attraction is a matcher, not a decider. You know, I know this is a hard pill for some of you to swallow. Maybe not you, but somebody you know. And if you're getting it, though, if you're really getting it, the lights are going on right now, you can see that you're not getting the negative things in your life, like the negative craft shows or the negative item that you're trying to sell, and clients are really appreciating it, and you're getting your commissions, and you're getting a nice money flow, and you're excited about life. You're excited about the next most evolved step with your craft and with your art. So now, I'm not blaming you, and you know, you're not alone if this isn't working for you right now, because others are experiencing this too. But what I am saying is whatever you are getting, you had to send the vibration to create it in the first place. And I'm not creating this rule. I am just teaching it. And you know what? Tony and I don't like it either. Sometimes Tony says, "This sucks. I want a new rule." Or I say, "I want a new rule too." And that new rule might be something like this: only attracts things, period. Now, Tony, would you feel better if you could change the rule?
I would think so. I mean, but I think changing the rule is just fighting the system.
It's a universal rule, folks. It's a universal law. That's what universal means. You can't change that rule. The rule is law of attraction matches everything. Now, you can fight for your limiting beliefs all you want. You can fight and say, "It's not working for me," you know, but it's a universal rule, and you attract what you vibrate. It's a perfect match. So what we're going to help you learn today is how to stop attracting negative things. So first, let's identify what things you might be attracting. So some of the things that artists might want to change is maybe they're having some trouble at home, or maybe they're having kind of a block in their muse. You don't feel your muse is working, or you don't feel that you have quite the right venue, quite the right craft shows, or maybe you want to get on Etsy, or you want to get your own internet site, and you have trouble with technology challenges. For excuse me, whoa, just even talking about that stuff has got me all choked up here. So for those who are listening, write down one thing that you're currently attracting that you want to stop attracting, because you're going to learn how to stop attracting that thing. One thing about your business or your home life today. Now I'm going to show you a very important graphic here. And this is one which will show you, burn it in your brain here, why you're attracting negative things. Because words, the top thing is words here. Words, when you have words, you might just have a bunch of words together. Not much can happen with words, right? Oh, yes, they can. Because once you have the words, then they go into the thoughts. And once your thoughts string together, you have an emotion or a vibe. And once you have that emotion or vibe, you get results. So I am here to help you learn how the words you're using are creating your results you are currently saying, because the words form the thoughts. So I'm going to just think about stuff. I'm just thinking about stuff, and I'm think negative, and I feel stressed. I'm just thinking about them. I'm not writing them down or anything. I'm just thinking about them. But does that cause you to send a vibe? Oh yeah, it does. Isn't that true, Tony?
Oh, absolutely. When I feel and think about limitations, I'm frozen in time. I have to lift myself out of that.
Yep, that makes so much sense. So say if you walk into a gallery and you want to show people your stuff, or you want to go for an art show, and you feel that there isn't a very good vibe there. Well, first check about your own vibe. What is your vibe? What are you thinking? You can't walk in there thinking, this isn't going to work. There's nothing that ever works for me. I know they're not going to like my art. And expect different results. It's a perfect match to what your vibe and your current perspective is at the moment. And now you're going to learn what happens when you have a lot of negativity in your life and business. It just brings you more of the same. So look around. Look around at your workspace, your group of friends, your family. You know, you could be just sending a negative vibe, and law of attraction's doing its job. You know what that is, matching the energy. So what do? Well, first let's look at the results. It might not be you, but some of the people you know get negative results. So, you know, can you name some negative result people in some areas that are happening in different people's lives? You know, things I hear like with the clients I work with on law of attraction is money isn't coming up. And, you know, I just don't have any money, or I have trouble getting new ideas, or I just really have a lot of problems at home. When I go home, I don't feel very good. So now, Tony, if you and I had 10 minutes to chat about how bad business is and our personal life is, how are we going to be feeling? We're going to be feeling kind of like this. Yep, it settles right in, the negative bubble girl. So if you'll notice, her shoulders are slumped and her head's down and she's looking down and everything is in a slump. Well, look at her bubble. Her bubble is made up. This bubble is all made up of these things. It's made up of her words and her thoughts and her emotions, and that's the result. This is her result because of this. So you want to learn how to change all that. And you want a bubble that looks more better. I don't know if that's not very good English, but like this. Pink and lovely, and she's looking up and she's ready to just go for the next most wonderful thing and expects the next most wonderful thing. You might be saying, I want that bubble. I sure do. Well, the difference usually happens when she tells her story. So the difference between this one and this one and this one is when their story. It's their story. It's like they're twins, but the story makes the difference. And there are 3 words that this one is using over and over again. And just eliminating those 3 words is going to help you to stop attracting negative things. Now, my hunch is that you're on the edge of your seats waiting for those 3 words. But I'm going to ask you a few things first. You're going to learn right now how to reset your vibration. So remember this. and we're going to work backwards and do the reset. So you can change by using these 3 words. You are going to change your words, and then your thoughts are going to change, and your emotions will change, your vibration, and your results will change too. Now the 3 words are, and say it when you see it, Tony.
Don't, not, and no. They
Yeah,
limit.
you got it, Tony. Yes, they limit. Now the words themselves aren't negative, you know, but it's the way the vibe is when you use them. So we're going to play a little law of attraction game to get the point across here. Tell me, when I'm giving my attention to what I say, when I give my attention to saying, I don't want my clients to cancel, what's the vibe there?
All
What's the
the
vibe
universe
there?
is going to hear. Yeah, the universe is just going to hear cancel.
You bet. What about if they say, I don't want to be late?
You're going to be late.
And this is my favorite one. This is not a scam. What did I give my attention to? You got it.
Yeah.
And I remembered this one the other day when the doctor says, this won't hurt. Well, I didn't think it would hurt until you brought it up. And sure enough, it hurts. Or one of my friends always says, don't be ashamed. Well, of course, that makes me feel very, very ashamed. Head goes down. But at first, when you start noticing this, you have to get your brain up to speed. Everybody does. So I'm going to try another way to explain this. You know, I really love technology and Google. I like the way Google's search engine works. And it's kind of like law of attraction in a way. So when you go on Google and you type in no football, what are you going to get, Tony?
You're going to get football.
Yeah. So Google just discards the don't not know, and so does your subconscious. So you might try another word like no puppies, and you'll see all the pages that come up with puppies. Or you might type in no sickness or no failure, don't want failure, I don't want to be fat. And you get lots of things about what happens when you're fat or how to get rid of fat. So lots of stuff will come up about puppies and football and tons of stuff on sickness and health and, of course, being fat. And you might say, why is this happening, Google? Or you might say, why is this happening, law of attraction? Can you see the sense in this? I clearly stated, you might be thinking, I clearly stated I didn't want puppies, football, sickness, failure, or can you, or fat. I don't want to be fat. Why does it keep happening to me? You see, law of attraction is just like Google. It's just doing the matching. It's matching the meaning or the vibration of what you're thinking. And it's only hearing the words, oh, she wants puppies, football, sickness, failure, and oh yes, she wants to be fat. Well, what would your life be like if you used all these words? It'd kind of look like this. It'd be full of puppies, football, failure, and you'd be way, way too fat. Whew, I kind of like the puppy thing, but the rest can go. I want to change that. So what happens here? Well, hate to say this, but you have a habit of sloppy thinking. Now, you and I know the difference. When you change your thinking, you're going to change your results, and that's what you've learned so far. Change your thinking, change your thoughts. Pretty simple, huh? Takes practice, but I know you can do that. So some of us are getting a great awareness right now about how your thought patterns work, but I haven't told you exactly how to fix it. So here's your homework from now until the end of your life. Every time you use the words don't, not, no, we're going to shift it and use this vibe reset button. When you are thinking no money, I don't have any money, or I have trouble at home, it's time for the reset sentence. And say it when you see it here. Tony, here's the reset sentence.
Yeah. What do you want? Let the
Yes.
universe know what you want and desire.
Yes. So what do you want? I don't want to be fat. What do you want? I don't want to have a bunch of puppies. What do you want? That's the reset sentence. I have this sitting in my kitchen. I've typed it out. I have it sitting in my classroom. So what do you want? This is the reset sentence. If I don't want my commissions to cancel, what do I want? What do I want, Tony?
I want financial freedom. I want commissions to come my way.
Yes. I don't want challenging people contacting me to do art for them. What do I want?
Positive people that are of like mind.
Yeah, matches. I don't want to get rejected today. What do I want?
I want acceptance.
So whenever you use the words don't not know, you're just giving attention to what you will get. So remember, the words themselves are not bad. It is the vibration behind it. So whenever you hear yourself saying the big three words, don't not know, I want you to hear your voice say the reset sentence. So what do I want? And here's why. Every time you switch from what you don't want to what you do want, the words change. And when the words change, what do you get? Better results. So if you, instead of saying, don't forget, what could you say? You
I
could
want
say,
to remember.
yeah, remember, right? Don't forget, remember. When I go from what I don't want to what I do want, the words change. And when the words change, what else changes?
The results.
Yes. And the vibration brings those results. You know, I have a little story about a couple artist twins. I kind of showed you their bubble earlier. But these twins, they have the same training and they have the same, actually they look, well, they're twins, so they look a lot alike. But one is always talking about its successes and its goals and its dreams. And he has a reset button in his studio and in his office, and he's very conscious about what he says and what he thinks. And the other one, well, he still complains about his life and his business, and he's trying to figure out why he's attracting negative things in his life. Actually, they're women. I should have said she, they. So the biggest difference in those two artists is their vibrational bubble. And isn't that true, Tony? This one is the positive one. That's the bubble you want. I'm not even going to show the negative one. It's the positive one. She's got a nice bubble going there, and it's bringing her more of what she wants. So it's what they're including in their vibration. So to wrap up today, Tony, we're going to tell the people a couple of things about their vibration. So if you want to know what vibration you're sending about your money or your home situation, one thing you can do is just open up your wallet. And the other thing is, when you walk through that door, what vibration hits you. You want to know the vibration you're sending about relationships. Just look around about who you're talking to, who you post to on Facebook. You know, remember, Tony and I didn't create this rule of law of attraction. We're just here to help you learn it, to teach you how to get more positive things. And we're basically the how-to people that are going to help you learn how to harness the power. Remember that dolphin and avatar? Harness the power of that stream of energy so that it works for you in your life. Now I'm going to ask Tony some questions here, and it's kind of like a checklist. So let's check off if I met the criteria of today's show. Did I explain how law of attraction works?
Yes, you did.
Did I explain why people are attracting negative things to their business?
Absolutely.
Did I explain to people the relationship between the words and the results they're getting?
Yes, very easily.
Did I explain to people the 3 words to take out of their vocabulary?
Very graphically, yes.
Do we tell people how to reset their vocabulary with the reset sentence?
So what do you want?
Yes. So we're going to leave people with that homework. Ideally, you'll put those words don't not know on a piece of paper. And maybe your new password could be, so what do I want? And when you start practicing this over and over again, your world is going to dramatically change. And now, then, you got more room for more. That's how it works. And this is the second part of what I am offering here today. The first part of the program is to stop attracting negative things. As you start practicing these things you learned today, you are going to see a big difference. And the next part of the process is, and Paula loves this one, is the three-step formula. So here's this three-step formula. And you are probably thinking, how can I attract my ideal customer? Well, guess what? Step one is going to teach you in the four-part series. And the four-part Hangouts are going to be just like classes like this one. They're done on a Hangout format here. And I have a 10-page, actually it's longer than that. It's a 21-page, it's like much longer than that, like 20-some pages workbook. And there'll be other people invited to join on the panel. And the sessions are recorded. And I'm going to be learning using accelerated learning techniques like I use today, like asking your questions, showing you things, cards, and doing sounds, and telling you things to say. That all helps you learn in an accelerated manner. And I do this so you're going to remember 100% of what you learned today. Now, isn't that true, Tony? People are going to remember this 100%?
I think so. The concept is pretty simple.
Yep, we're really tapped in. So the next part is the four-part Hangout series. I'm going to walk you through each part of the three-part formula. And this formula just does not get old. You could use the same formula 6 months from now, 10 years from now. You can use it over and over again. And so it's ideal for your artist business, for money flow, for your ideal body health, for your ideal frame of mind. And once you've identified what you want and the first step is done, you have a process that will make it very, very easy for you. And the second step is to give your attention desire. Now you saw give your desire attention, and you saw the bubble girl. So it's by learning this three-step formula. So the first step, which I go over in the four-part series, is you're going to ask for what you want. The second step is you are going to give the desire, you're going to give the desire attention. There, you're going to give the desire attention. And the third step, which is the most confusing step for people, and it's very tricky, is the step of allowing. That's the third step. Now, some people are saying there is a third step. What? Well, there is. And that is step 3. And step 3 is really the most important step of the formula, because the speed at which the law of attraction is going to show up in your life is how much you are doing that step, allowing. And I can promise you in the four-part series, you're going to be able to teach other people what allowing is because of the way I will explain it, through demonstration exercises, through worksheets. Then you're going to have a formula to deliberately attract what you want, and how to bring the vibrational world to your workplace. And your coworkers, the people you work with, maybe your students, or your family will experience you differently. And you will be able to know how to shift your vibration when you hear that negativity from others. Now, my hunch is that you're ready to learn how to use the three-step formula in this four-step program. And I'd like to wrap up right now to give some feedback right now about how this could help people like our artists, artisan crafters in their business friends and in their business. And how do I see them doing this? You know, it's pretty practical. I see you using it every single day because it is practical. It's no nonsense and it's tiny steps. And I see you using it because you're more conscious of the words you are using and more self-aware about your personal vibration. You know, you're just not going to put up with what you used to put up with anymore because you know different. You know how to get different results. So that 3-step formula is going to teach you how to be more positive and get more of what you do want in your life. And it's going to teach you how to harness the law of attraction energy to your advantage. And it's going to help you set up your business plan into a momentum of success. And I can promise you, new discoveries will start to happen. They happen to Tony and I all the time. It's just a ball. And you're going to be able to attract more of what you want, your ideal money flow, your ideal home situation, your ideal artist business. Now, today was very important. So if you did enjoy today's show, my hunch is that you've learned a lot, you can put down to share this event with other people. And you can go to my internet site and sign up for the 4-part series. So look, go to the site that's right down here, hangoutwithsandralongmore.com/events. And there you will find all about the 4-part series. And you could also join. The universe is bringing down, a heck of a storm. It's bringing down energy all around us. It's saying, hey, get in out of that negativity and join Sandra's 4-part series. It's going to change your world. It's going to bring out probably rainbows. So come on down to the site, hangoutwithsandralongmore.com/events, and join in with the 4-part series. And the 4-part series is priced well. It's 2 payments of $48 or $98. You will not be sorry you did this. So Tony, say goodbye to our friends. We're going out with the band of the universe playing all this energy of hail coming down.
Getting this all around.
Yes. So bye for now, and we'll see you on the other side.
Bye.